Welcome back to another video on this channel. Today we are going through the Easter Monday Sky Bet Championship predictions, and we will be starting things off with the early kickoff, Leicester versus Norwich. Now, for me, this game is going to be very, very tight. Leicester obviously losing narrowly to Bristol City, but they had plenty of chances. This one for me is going to be an absolute goal fest. I can see both sides getting multiple goals. I am going to go with a narrow away win, as I just think Norwich's confidence at the minute is absolutely sky high. So I'm going to go with a narrow 3-2 victory to the Canaries. Now we head over to the Liberty where Swansea take on Queen's Park Rangers. Now obviously QPR did get that win thanks to an unbelievable strike late on against Birmingham City. An absolute massive goal in terms of their survival. As for Swansea, it looks like it's going to be another pretty boring year in the Sky Bet Championship, as their season sort of has come to an end, and I think they're going to be fairly okay in that mid-table area. So I think QPR is having a little bit more to fight for. It means that they are going to be pushing a little bit harder. So I'm going to go with a narrow away victory. And for QPR, it'll be a massive win. I'm going to go with a 1-0. Next up, we are at the Hawthorns where the Baggies take on Watford. Now, Watford obviously going to be a little bit disappointed after coming so close to getting all 3 points against a very impressive Leeds side. And Tom Cleverley's start as interim manager has been very impressive. And Vicarage Road is looking a little bit more positive at, definitely staying in the league, but maybe having a chance to progress further up it. As for the Baggies, they're definitely in playoff form, and they're a very good side. They're going to be a tough side to beat, but with clubs such as Norwich and Coventry closing in on them, they do need to continue this. I do think they are going to win on Monday as they face a Watford side that, like I said, it's going to be a tough challenge for them, but they have been very good this season, and I think it's going to be a narrow win. I'm going to go with a 2-1 win to the home team. Now, next up at the stadium, where like Sunderland took full advantage of Cardiff's hangover from the South Wales derby defeat. They take on a side that haven't won in their last 5, and Blackburn, they are at risk of going down. I mean, it'll be an unbelievable feat considering that they weren't long ago Premier League champions. So now we find themselves potentially going down to the 3rd tier would be unbelievable at best. Now, obviously, Sunderland haven't looked the greatest in recent weeks, but that win on Friday would do wonders for their confidence. So I do think they're going to continue that, especially at home in front of their home fans. There is a chance they do win this game fairly comfortably. So I'm going to go with a 2-0 win to the home team. Now, next up, we have Stoke versus Huddersfield. Obviously, Stoke did look in danger of going down at one point, but 3 wins out of their last 5 definitely suggests that they are fighting till the bitter end. And to be fair, I think they're going to be safe. Can't say the same for Huddersfield though. 0 wins in their last 5. Relegation is very much on the cards, and I don't think that's going to change on Monday. Now, I think Stoke at home are a very decent side, and especially recently they look like they've got a bit between their teeth again, and they are fighting very, very hard. I do think they're going to win here fairly comfortably. I'm going to go with a 3-1 home win. Now, next up, Rotherham again. I said they were going to lose. They have lost. I think they're going to lose again. Neil Harris' side picking up a very good point. Obviously, they're a very tough side to beat, this Millwall team. They don't concede many goals. They don't score many either, so it's always a tight game, but they definitely do have a little bit more control about them. So I'm not predicting Millwall to batter Rotherham, but I'm going to predict them to win narrowly. I'm going with a 2-1 win to the away team. Now, Plymouth versus Bristol City. Bristol City, a team that are very much going to be starting to get on the beach. As for Plymouth, they need to start fighting very hard. Very disappointing one on Friday as they narrowly lost to a very impressive Norwich side, but a lot of positives to take from that. I do think they're going to have something to fight for. Obviously, they're going to be fighting very, very hard, and at home, in front of their home fans, I think they're going to get something out of this game. I'm confident. I'm going to go with a 2-0 win to Plymouth. Now, next up, it is Middlesbrough versus Sheffield Wednesday. Now, obviously, Middlesbrough getting a very impressive result against Southampton late on. Lath got the goal there. As for Sheffield Wednesday, they're also still fighting. And I think it's going to be a draw here. Both sides drew on Friday. Sheffield Wednesday, I say, they are going to be going till the very end as their chance of survival look greater and greater every single week. Every single point, especially. I do think this game is going to be a bit of a boring one for the neutral. I'm going to go with a 0-0 draw. Now for the penultimate game of the Monday. Coventry versus Cardiff. Coventry look very good ever since that FA Cup win. Confidence is sky high going into that Manchester United game, and why wouldn't it be? It's a fantastic achievement for the club, what Mark Robinson has done at Coventry is unbelievable. As for Cardiff, that South Wales derby defeat did have a bit of a hangover, and it's gone into the Sunderland game. And I think they can afford to have a bit of bad form at the minute. They're not exactly playing for much this season. As for Coventry, they're going to be trying to dislodge Norwich of getting that playoff spot. And I think they're going to win here fairly comfortably. I think Coventry are a very good side. I'm going to go with a 3-1 home win. Now for the final game. This one I think is very obvious who I think is going to win this one. Birmingham versus Preston. Birmingham 0 wins in their last 5. Preston 3 out of their last 5. It's fairly obvious. I'm going to go with the Preston win. I'm going to go with a 3-1 away victory. And Birmingham are in trouble. And I think they deserve it after sacking John Eustace when they did. It is nothing short of karma. I'm sure he's sat at home right now, slightly enjoying this one, this Birmingham downfall. But yeah, that concludes the championship predictions. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to hit like and subscribe. And thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.